for clicking on this video. Hopefully at the end of this video you get all the information that you need, and if you happen to need any more information you can just DM me or you can comment below. First, by the title of this video, it's basically my plastic surgery story. I got my boobs reduced in August of 2015 because of me having back pain. And the back pain came because I started to gain weight. I started to gain weight, and when I gained weight, I gained it in my chest. So I guess I didn't notice it, but the pain started in 2013. At the end of 2013, early 2014, I went to the doctor, and the doctor was saying, oh, maybe your posture is wrong, which is, they were right. I will hunch over or whatever. I mean, I've been doing that since probably like grade school, who knows. So they was like, okay, so try these different exercises. By June, my primary care doctor was like, basically like, you might have to go under the knife and get your boobs reduced, because we've been going at this for like 6 months and nothing has been helping. Like, far as like nothing been helping, they gave me like certain exercises to do. I did physical therapy, and physical therapy, it helped, but it really didn't do anything. It only helped for that time of me being in physical therapy. But by the time I got in my car and I was on my way home, my back started hurting again or whatever. She would give me pain medicine. First, she gave me 800 milligrams ibuprofen, and she also gave me, I think she gave me naproxen, which was maybe like 10 milligrams. And then she also, the last thing that she gave me was it was a muscle right now, whatever. If when I think of the name, I'm gonna put it in the description bar below, whatever. And you can, if you're going through back pain, you can request your doctor, hey, can you try this medication with me or whatever. 800 milligrams don't really work, but it's like, it's good to have, I guess, if you got cramps or some shit, we always have cramps or whatever. So the 800 milligram came, and 800 milligram was clutch for those days of me having cramps and stuff like that. So my primary care doctor also told me that I could be wearing the wrong bra. That's probably why my back is hurting. So me and my friend, who is a guy, I was like, well, let me go get size. So I went to Victoria's Secret, and I said, hey, hi. She asked me my name, and I was like, can you measure me or whatever? So she get the measure, they measure underneath the boob, and then they go over top the boob. You gotta raise your arm and shit like this. So I'm just in the store looking all crazy or whatever. And she said, this is the look that she gave me. She was like, we don't sell your size bras in here. And she was like, you are a 36G. My male friend started busting out laughing. What I mean, he got his life for the lady saying that, one, that we don't sell your bras, and two, 36G. Matter of fact, she hit me with the Mean Girls thing, when the girl in Mean Girls, when she was trying on a dress, and she was in the store 135, and the lady was like, we only carry sizes 135, maybe you could try Sears. That's basically what the bitch told me in Victoria's Secret, saying that we don't carry a 36G, but maybe you can go to Nordstrom's or Macy's. Bitch, you didn't have to tell me that. You didn't have to say it like that. My friend is still getting his life, and I'm walking out with Victoria's Secret all embarrassed. I'm like, when did my boobs go from a 36D to a 36G? Like, somebody needs to explain this to me. Like, I'm so lost. I was so mad. So I told my doctor my boob size, and her face just went. My face exactly like 36G. At that time, it's 2015. So I did 6 more months of physical therapy. I did acupuncture, and I also tried to do my research. I just like my mom said. So I did my research. I tried to, look up people's stories, and I think I went on this website called mynewself.com or something like that. And it's like, you can even talk, it's like people in your area, they upload pictures and they tell their own stories of plastic surgery. It could be any type of plastic surgery or whatever. Of course, I was just only in a breast reduction area, and they were saying that, yeah, my doctor, especially if I also try to do my research. I just like my mom said. So I did my research. I try to, look up people's stories, and I think I went on this website called mynewself.com or something like that. And it's like, you can even talk, it's like people in your area, they upload pictures and they tell their own stories of plastic surgery. It could be any type of plastic surgery or whatever. Of course, I was just only in a breast reduction area, and they were saying that, yeah, my doctor, especially if you need to look at some of your area, because that's what you're going to get the surgery done at. And some girl in the Baltimore area, she's talking about some, I didn't like this doctor because he messed up my boobs was crooked, or my nipple sensation is gone. Personally, I don't give a fuck about this nipple sensation or whatever. I don't, you know what? So luckily, I didn't really have to research a surgeon. My mom's coworker referred the surgeon for me or whatever, and the place was in Annapolis. So I called them. I set up an appointment or consultation, basically, and I went to the consultation. Annapolis is 45 minutes. No matter how much you speed or anything like that, Annapolis is 45 minutes away. So I'm already mad about that. I got to take off work. I leave work early to go to my consultation anyway, because it's Monday through Friday. They didn't have consultations on the weekend, whatever. So I go to my consultation, and the nurse, she like does her little pre-background checks and all that shit like that before the doctor or the surgeon comes in or whatever. So they give me this hospital gown to put on, you know, like how if you put it on a certain way, the front would be open or the back would be open, like your ass would be out. He get in there, and I'm just sitting like this, you know, with the little robe clothes or whatever. And it's a white guy, so he comes in, and he sits on his little chair, and he rolls over to me. He was like, okay, and he just like opened him up. When he opened him up, he said, oh my God. And I'm just like, I am tired of all these people looking at my boobs and just having this face. Like, they're big, we all know. He was like, yeah, these are way too big for you. So, yeah, we're going to knock you down to a C. I was like, yes, a C cup? I haven't been a C cup at that time. This was like 2 years ago. I haven't been a C cup since I was 15 or 16 years old. That was like a decade ago. So I'm like, yes. I'm with the C. I'm with the itty bitty titty committee. Let's go. When you trying to do surgery. So I'm thinking, I had a consultation in like June. And I was like, well, I got stuff to do between this month, but I should be good by the end of July. So he was like, August? I was like, bet, yes, that's cool. So he said that it's going to be, you're going to be out for like a week or whatever. So be prepared for that. You have to be prepared for somebody to take you home because it's the same day surgery. It's in and out. And also, I'm going to get this. I had dissolvable stitches, and I also didn't have drains. Drains is like a little tube they put in you, and then like the blood comes out and into like this little bottle or whatever, and you have to change them once they get filled. I didn't have to worry about that, but I know some people, they do get drains or whatever. I'm so glad I didn't have to get that, because I heard you gotta change those, and I don't want to do that. Like, that's just nasty. So I scheduled my surgery day someday in August. I don't remember what day it was, and it was in the morning time. Of course, it's 8 o'clock. So, oh, and also they give you a list of like all the pain medication stuff you was gonna take. I had like 3 of them. The only one I remember was Oxycontin, because that was the one I ended up stopped taking. So me and my moms, we get there. Once again, we go back out to Annapolis, where I did my consultation. That is where I end up having my surgery at. And me looking, I'm just like, where the fuck are they gonna do my surgery at? Because this just looks like a regular. This looked like a regular ass room that you would just like go to. So I'm like, the back of their office, way in the back of their office or whatever, looks like a hospital. So I was good. So I go back there, and the lady, she reads me my rights and tell me everything that's going on. I had to pee in a cup just to make sure that I wasn't pregnant, but you have to have sex to get pregnant, and at that time I wasn't having sex at all. So I passed the piss test, the pregnancy test or whatever, and then they come lay me down. Oh, and they also said, when wear a jacket, because after surgery you will not be able to raise your arm. So wear a jacket, because it's easy to put on, it's easy to take off or whatever without you raising your hands. The person who does the anesthesia, he came in there and just read me and told me what type of anesthesia that he was going to give me, and I had to sign a release form or whatever. This lady, the nurse, she started an IV in my arm or whatever, and I don't like needles, but she's a really good nurse, because I didn't even know that like she even put the needle in me or whatever. That's how smooth it was. So it is 7:55, and the doctor comes out, and he starts to draw all of my boobs, making like a little lock key and like tick marks so he can raise the boob and stuff like that. He also told me that I might lose a nipple, but I might, if you smoke, you have a higher risk of losing a nipple. But he said the last time he did this surgery, somebody lost a nipple, it was almost like 20 years ago. So I was just like, I hope it's not my time for me to like lose a nipple. Well, it's just like you're not gonna have nipple sensation, so they're gonna have to take the whole entire areola and nipple area off and just patch it on instead of just moving it up. So the person who made me sign the anesthesia release form, I had to lay down. I was laying down like this or whatever on the bed. The IV was still in my arm, and he was like, "All right, so we about to get the, you about to go under or whatever." And I'm like, "All right, bet, I'm ready or whatever." My surgery started at 8 o'clock. By 7:59, I was asleep, and the next time I woke up, it was 10:30, and my boobs were small. Oh, I love that day. My boobs was like really small, but it was like really, really tight. It was like, imagine wearing a push-up bra and a sports bra, like 24, like the smallest bra, like not even your size bra. So that was the only pain that I was in because it was like my chest had felt so tight. So I went home that same day and I just slept for the entire time. Like I had to take off. I think it was like a Monday, and I took off the rest of that week and I recovered on the weekend. Then I went to work the next Monday, and I had to sit in an upright position. I had to sit and sleep in an upright position for the next couple days until it was time for my checkup. And I think my checkup was maybe like 2 days after my surgery or whatever. And I'm taking the medicine. I had Oxycontin, but I stopped taking that because for some reason, I don't know if it might be just me, but the Oxycontin made my mouth extremely, extremely dry. Like I had extremely bad cotton mouth to the point that if I would try to like spit or like cough up, like how phlegm, like when you're sick or whatever, it ended up being blood. So I just stopped taking that altogether. So they was like, yeah, you gotta bathe regularly. You can't take a shower. Don't let the water hit the stitches or the sutures or whatever. Yeah, he was like, don't let it do that yet. Just basically take a bird bath over there. So I took a bird bath for the next couple of days. And I went to my checkup and he was like, okay, looks like everything is healing fine. Or my checkup was like, so I drove 45 minutes for a 10-minute checkup. I was so mad. I was a couch potato for 7 days. Best 7 days ever because everybody's waiting on my hand and foot. Yes, I was with it. So I went back to work normal the week after that. For me, I had a good experience with going through the whole procedure of getting surgery done and leading up to that day and then after that. And I didn't have no infections or anything like that because I did everything the doctor told me to do and stuff like that. My stitches were dissolvable, and he said the marks that they leave, of course, is going to fade away in like the next couple of years. You have to use like vitamin D oil. Yeah, I got mine from GNC, but you can go to Target and Walmart and stuff like that. Whatever. I think it's like $7 for a bottle that's like this big. If you want to know the surgeon that I went to, if you're in the DMV area, I can definitely leave all his information down below. So yes, thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.